healers. Woo! Welcome and welcome back to Authentic Lourdes. I am honored to see you here. I am excited. I am your friend who is here to help you connect to you more and more and more and more and more. Help me, help you, help us heal the world. And I'm showing off today the original EOB's pendulum, because if you're on this video, most likely you're watching it because you purchased a pendulum from original EOB, the original Essential Oils Bracelet. And I'll give you a mini tour of the pendulum himself. You get to tune into this. So first off, I will show you at the very top, we have the beautiful volcanic rock stone, and it is here so that you could connect this to an essential oil. So you get to drop an oil on this. It's so beautiful. I chose Serenity to put on here today. And actually I'm gonna put it on my other one. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna have a little bit of fun here. So the tour. We've got this, we have the beautiful charm of original EOB. We've got their charm there, which I'm covering, but you see. And then we have the chain. And then we have the stone, and this is the weighted portion of the pendulum, and it is the one that gives us a lot of information. So with this tool, the first thing I'm going to invite you to do is hold the pendulum in your hand and then over your heart. And breathe a few times into your heart space. At least one more time. And we're just tuning into our bodies, allowing it to inform us. And now you can ask for, if you care to, give him a name, you can do so. And tune in and see perhaps what comes to mind. Sometimes just a word will come in, a thought, a sentence, something will come in, and it can lead you to the name of your pendulum. So I am going to briefly introduce you to my beautiful friend. This is a beautiful piece from original EOB, and it is a custom-made piece. Remember, you can have some custom-made pieces. And this is in Arizona. This is in Arizona, a turquoise, so the real deal. And again, you know all the other pieces, right? But she is my beautiful blue. She's blue. This is blue. So say hi to blue. And bringing that into awareness, because yeah, you get to choose a name. Now we'll move on to actually programming your pendulum. Actually, let me say something first. Let me back up. What in the heck would you use a pendulum for? Multiple reasons. And you actually may know some, awesome, but for those of you who don't, give me 1 second. What I really want to say is that you can use this in your Reiki practice, in healing practices. You can use this as a divination tool. It can help offer yeses and nos. It helps you with tarot readings. Yeah, so this is a really beautiful, fun tool to also check in on your health. Really cool. And today, we're gonna see how to program this, and so that you have a yes and you have a no, and we'll also, I'll go into a little bit more after that. So you can ask the pendulum to show you a yes, and it will, and oftentimes that would be circular, a circular motion, right? It will be either clockwise or counterclockwise. And so mine's, yep, coming up clockwise here. And then you can ask it to show you its no. And then it will do that as well. And so look at how it's coming to a stop. Isn't that fascinating? And now it's totally going the opposite direction, counterclockwise. So you get to see what those are for yourself. You'll ask the pendulum. And it's like asking the ethers, let's be real, the co-collective consciousness that we all are, that we're all weaving together. Plasma, the ethers I see as plasma. So having said all of this, that is that. Now, for example, what happens if you get a complete stop? What happens if you just get a line? You could decide if those are your maybes or what else they mean. But oftentimes that would be a great communication to have, a maybe. So that is how we program our pendulum. Now, ways in which to use this, right? You can ask a yes and no question. And I want to bring into light something very important. And this is because, again, I spoke of ethers, right? I spoke of the co-collective consciousness. Let's call it the Akashic Records as well, right? There are different names for this. Again, plasma. It is very moldable, and we are all preparing it and creating with it and playing with it at the same time. So with this in mind, the way in which to recognize is the fact that time and space and the plasma is morphing and shaping and shifting and doing its thing. And so you may get a yes or no in a moment. And the more and more you create a neutral channel within yourself, where you aren't bringing your expectations, your wishes, your demands, whatever, you will get more clear yeses and nos. In the meantime, you are going to practice this, right? And we actually deeply go into this, into the intuitive tarot journey and the intuitive tarot journey deeper. It's really fun. This is where you play with tarot, with your intuition, where you develop your intuition to new levels, and you really, which I describe as your 5 senses, tapped into, tuned into. And this is where we really hone in on learning to read energies, synchronicities. You learn to read symbolisms and archetypes. And so, yeah, it's super fun. So that's where this serves you. And another fun little one I'll tell you about is when it comes to your health, you could check in, for example, with, let's say I grabbed a cup of yogurt from the store and I wanted to check in. Can you imagine how entertaining you'll look at the store? But for real, you could do it and you can have a yes or a no. Or maybe you'll have a maybe, right? And then you could be like, oh, okay, let me think about that. So, yeah, there are vast ways in which to use your pendulum. So welcome to the world of playing with your now pendulum. And if you are interested in going further to learn more about becoming the neutral channel, about any healing practices, there's the Ancient Arts. Ancient Healing Arts Remembered course that I have as well. And if you're ready to dive more into the tarot, we will play with these tools and you will learn to become that neutral channel, and you will learn so many beautiful things about reading energy and just connecting more deeply to your intuition. So thank you guys for being here. I am really excited for you. And remember that your essential oils will only act as an amplifier to what it is you are working with, what energies you're working with. So Serenity clearly is working with a more peaceful energy, and so bringing that into my healing space is just perfection. So thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe. Ciao.